And thank you, Creator, for all you do, all you have done, all you continue to do, and all that is to come. I love you. You know I love you. You know I love you. You know I love you. So today is the 5th of June, Monday, 32 minutes after 6, 6:32 on Monday, June the 5th. And if you can see us, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can't see it the way that I see it. You know what I'm saying? It look fuzzy because of the chemicals. You know what I'm saying? But most of them chemicals, from what I can see, are behind the eternal energy. It is behind the eternal energy. So I'm seeing the eternal energy, which looks very clear, even though it's not as clear as it should be. But it looks very clear, bro. But the sky is covered. You know what I'm saying? The entire sky is covered. While you people are still thinking the sun is out of space, you know, all these chemicals and shit is behind and over the top and around the sun. Cause that energy is in here with us. But y'all's God is flying airplanes and spaceships in outer space, telling y'all that, you know, the gargoyles is coming from Jupiter or some shit. You know, got you people sitting out here working, trying to get this education to be an astronaut and shit. You know, so you can get in there and start making films. You know, to continue to trick the life in creation about space. While they record movies, the shit that they show from they supposedly real trips to outer space and all that old shit, bro. All that shit look like a movie. You know, it's amazing. They can do that same shit on a camera in the studio, filming some shit about space aliens and shit, and then turn around and show you the same exact shit, saying that they doing it in real life, and you can't tell the difference, that all that shit is just a movie. All that shit is camera tricks. You know, it tell you in the book that they got this type of trickery. It tell you that shit, that they was gonna be able to do this type of shit. To trick and deceive. Who? The life in creation. I just be laughing, bro. That look pretty rough right there, bud. This lady started up her car. I think my car did that one time, man. I think it's like an oil leak or something, bro. I think, you know what I'm saying? It was so long ago, I can't be for sure. But I think it was an oil leak or something, or like a gasket or something, a seal on a gasket, like it had been breached, broke. You know what I'm saying? So some oil was getting somewhere that it wasn't supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? And it was producing that smoke and stuff. Hey, let me get this. There you go. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it costs no whole lot, depending on where you take it to. Or you could just look that shit up. You know, but you gotta have the tools and shit to do that type of work. That's the reason why I try to keep all the cars that I had, man, simple. Try to keep all the cars that I had real simple, you know what I'm saying? Like some of the first shit they came out with, because, you know what I'm saying, every time they upgrade, you got to get more different tools and shit. They upgrade shit to make it harder for you to be able to maintain the shit, you know what I'm saying? And then, like, let's just say you get a car, right? You learn everything about the car. You got all the tools to fix the cars. You know exactly, you know, where to go and get these type of parts, and the parts is, you know, affordable and all of that stuff, right? So you can fix the car, and you just fix your car and all this sort of shit. But then you go and you get a newer model car, you know what I'm saying? So now you start learning how to fix that car, but then you got to get more tools and shit, and different type of tools to start fixing on this car. And sometimes you don't even be able to get a hold to those tools to get to fix, you know, this new shit. You know what I'm saying? Which makes it harder on you. Makes it to where you have to take that shit to the shop, and then they gonna charge you you know, maybe a year or two of rent to fix this one piece on this car. You know what I'm saying? And you be making payments on that, but you already done bought the car. But you know, it's so expensive to fix the motherfucker because you got this newer model car. You got to make payments on that motherfucker like you paying rent now because you had to get it fixed. You know, when you just could have kept the old shit. You know what I'm saying? And been straight, been good. You know, I try to tell the firstborn in here that shit. You know what I'm saying? He had like a newer model car or whatever. He was talking about getting another car and shit. And I was like, man, bro, why would you do that shit? Cause you gonna have to make some more payments. Why don't you just pay this motherfucking car off and then learn, you know what I'm saying, what's up with the car? Then you'll be able to fix the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Get the shit ahead of time. You know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is learn what are the first things that might go wrong on the car. You know what I'm saying? And start, you know, getting them type of shits. You know what I'm saying? Here and there. I used to do that shit, bro. Cause I was like, man. But see, when I was out in the streets and shit, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't going to the mechanic places and shit. I was going to the hood mechanics, you know what I'm saying? Y'all was calling, you know what people call them and shit, you know what I'm saying? But you could, you know, work a little something out with them for a little bit of something or something. You know what I'm saying? And they didn't mind. Some of the niggas didn't mind you sitting around watching them do the work on the car. And I was sitting watching niggas, I was sitting watch these people, I was sitting watching work on them cars, bro. Because I want to learn how to do it. That way I ain't got to pay no motherfucker to do it. And that's how it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? That's how it's supposed to be. If you, what they say, I can lead you to the water, but I can't make you drink it. You know, I could catch a fish for you, but it's better if I teach you how to fish, then you can do it yourself type of stuff. But you know you ain't supposed to be eating no animals, no way. But you know, that's just the analogy. It's like I said a while back in some videos. I don't like using some analogies and shit, bro, because I don't want nobody getting no wrong idea. You know, you're not supposed to be eating animals, my nigga. But yeah, it look good, bro, because I could see the eternal energy clear. And this nigga red. This nigga's red. You know what I'm saying? He like an orange, bro. Nigga like an orange, bro. I stand up. That nigga's like an orange, bro. Let me see if I zoom out, see if they do something. But if you can notice, you know what I'm saying, since they sprayed the skies and all that shit like that, guess what? It is now what I consider cold outside. You know what I'm saying? It's not cold, but it's cool. It's chilly. You could tell because they were able to get the skies covered with this bullshit that they done sprayed this poison that makes it cold. You know what I'm saying? But these stupid motherfuckers that work for the system up under that ridiculous demonic demon God servant sucker ass nonsense, they like it cold. They like it cold. But you a warm-blooded being. You warm-blooded. Why the fuck would you like it cold? Do you like your body not generating the way that it is supposed to? Because if you are warm-blooded and it's cold, your body is not generating the way it's supposed to. It's not functioning correctly because it's cold. You know, who likes it cold? And they done spoke about that in the book too, talking about the snake, and I done heard some people say something about lizard people and all this old stuff. Which is, I'm telling y'all, man, that is a manipulation of the DNA if people are looking different. That's what that is, and it tells you that in the book. You know what I'm saying? It's a manipulation of DNA. But if they, for some reason, their bodies are not staying warm the way that they should, it's because of the manipulation. So they tend to be, you know, favored to the cold weather. However, they do need the sunlight to be warm, but they hate to be hot. You know what I'm saying? They hate to be hot. I hate to be cold because I'm a warm-blooded animal. So this mixture of whatever, because they like it cold, we need it warm. We're not supposed to be, you know, mixed. We're not supposed to be together. You know, y'all be where it's supposed to be cold at, and we need to be where it's gonna be warm at. Why the fuck do we need to be together when these two things don't mix? You know, why put oil in water when you can't drink that water once that oil is in there? Oil and water don't mix. You know, but if you keep adding oil to the oil, then it gets along fine. You keep adding water to water, the water is gonna drink fine. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be good. You know, but if you mix the two, that shit don't mix. You know, neither one of them is good, because if the oil gets water in it and you put it in something that needs oil but it got water in it, it's not gonna function correctly because you done mixed the two. If you got something that takes water or drinks water but you put oil in that shit and you mix it, it's not gonna be drinkable no more. That shit don't mix. You know what I'm saying? Why try to force some shit that's not supposed to be going on? You know what I'm saying? The sun is up, it's supposed to be warm, not fucking cold. Them two things do not mix. It's like having daylight and dark at the same time. So they spray the skies to make it dark, but the sun is up. That shit don't make no sense. None. Are you that intelligent? Have you been educated by this system that you are so intelligent that you do not know these things? You know, it's absolutely ignorant, man. Absolutely ignorant. I'm gonna try to get to them little videos of them first 3 videos. I did post another video, you know what I'm saying, about this letter that I need to write so I can graduate from this school. And get this got this education, boy. I'm ready to graduate, man. You know. I'm ready to graduate too, bro. You know, I heard of a couple eternity energy lights graduating from this school system, boy. Yeah, graduating. But see, they didn't, you know, I ain't with their education. I'm on a different level of education. The truth. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be educated in the lie no more. I done been through that. I'm getting the truth so I can give it to you so you can no longer be educated by the fool and come on into the truth. You know. The eternal energy look good, bro. Look good, bro. Y'all can't see it like that. It's crazy. You can't see it because all that shit is behind the eternal energy, bro. So you can't see it. It don't even look like y'all can see it, can you? Can't even see it, bro. I gotta zoom in on it for you to see it. See, there you go right there. But if I come out, you know what I'm saying, you probably couldn't see it. You get chemicals back there, bro. All that shit is behind and all around the eternal energy that y'all, the whole sky is covered, blanketed with poison. They went through all kind of tactics, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I found out about what that shit was that was, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't the shit in the skies. It was these motherfuckers pumping this poison in here, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's crazy. It's crazy because the system is set up for these people to be around thinking that, nigga, I don't mind struggling. I love the struggle. It's make me who I am, the struggle. The system got it set up to where, excuse me, people secretly implant themselves around you. That's the reason why I told you, if you living in a motherfucking apartment, bro, you don't need to be in that type of situation, but they done made it to where we have to be in these type of situations so they can implant stupid, ignorant motherfuckers around you that are willing to do anything to suck on somebody else's sack and smell shit from some motherfuckers that don't care nothing about them, but they hanging on to this shit. Oh, well, we got a deep ancestral connection. You know, meanwhile, you down here living like a peasant, but they got you where you know, substantially sustained in some sort of way. You know what I'm saying? The government is supporting you in some sort of way, so y'all don't really have to struggle like everybody else, but you still a fucking peasant. And you willing to do just about anything to keep it. Meanwhile, they poisoning the fuck out of your ass too. They ain't told you no truth. They keeping you in the blind because they want your dumb ass trapped too. You a stupid motherfucker. You know, but you people keep running around. You keep doing what you're doing. With peace shirts on and kind loving shirts and, you know, all kind of stupid shit, you know. Promoting the exact opposite. Motherfuckers wearing shirts and they actually stand for the exact opposite. You know, motherfucker running around with a shirt on to say, I love life, but he's working towards death. You know, don't even know he's working towards his own death because he's constantly being poisoned by the system that he worked for. You know, talking about some he loved life, but they secretly around motherfuckers poisoning them and shit. You know, it's kind of shit. But they wear them type of shirts because they know that people pay attention to words. And they know that the whole system has been, you know, brought up into witchcraft and sorcery. And this has been consistent throughout the whole night. I'm gonna go another one. All right, let me see if I can get in. You see him right there. Okay. Now, see him right here? Get him. He's up there. They be flying high, bro. I don't know if the camera picked him up, but they up there. They been spraying all night, though. What they want, what they have done is because my area, it's happened in one day. They was able to get this accomplished in one day. They took me out of commission for one day. Now the entire sky, they not worried about this, the eternal energy sun. They're not worried about the eternal energy sun. Their main focus is to get the eternal energy that changes the sky, the deep blue sea color. And they have been able to accomplish that in one day. But they had to continuously keeping planes in the sky. Continuously. They did that in one day because I was off of focus. Because these motherfuckers pumped that poison in here, you know what I'm saying? And I wasn't able to, you know, be up in here like I would normally be. So now my entire area is blanketed to where I will not be able to see the eternal energy that changes the sky a deep blue sea color. That's the reason why I can see this, the eternal energy spirit being that y'all call a sun so clearly. Because they're not worried about that one. They're not worried about that one. They are worried about the communication and the information that I receive from that deep blue sea eternal energy. That's what they're worried about. But what they don't know is that energy is being transmitted through the sun and through the eternal energy spirit beings that they call stars. And they continuously trying to block us out. I'm going to get that regardless. I'm going to get it regardless. You know what I'm saying? In life or death. Regardless, I'm going to get it. Regardless, I'm going to get it in life or death. I'm going to get it. You know, and you motherfuckers is going to pay for the shit that you did and have been doing and continue to do. You know, just know that the darkness is waiting on you motherfuckers. Waiting. The belly of the beast ain't never full, and you ignorant motherfuckers is going in there willingly because you refuse to turn from your evil and wicked ways and receive and accept the truth because you just love to be stupid. Uh-oh, they better get used to hearing that shit. Because these motherfuckers got that, they got them Holy Ghosts on them. They got that Holy Ghost on them and shit, them demons and shit. Motherfucker better get used to hearing that. Motherfucker don't turn from that bullshit. You got that Holy Ghost on you and shit, nigga. And that eternal energy find your ass. You are out of here. You and that demon that you serve, nigga, you are out of here. I'm feeding my squirrel buddies and shit. See my little squirrel buddy. That's his little spot, bro. But they be trying to truck him like these motherfuckers over in this area is trying to truck me. You know what I'm saying? That's why I need to write y'all a letter. The bullies and shit, they everywhere. Once you done call that on Creator and you in the truth, bro, you gonna be able to see these idiots. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is when you see them, they relentless because they think that you don't know that they are doing this shit to you. But like I said, shit, if you know for a fact this is what a motherfucker's doing and it's not being done by accident, they deliberately doing it on purpose, are you gonna continue to allow that shit to go on? Nigga, and this is your motherfucking life? Is that what you think? But see, they think they can get away with the shit because they got the government system on their team. You know what I'm saying? But people, y'all don't believe that none of this shit is going on. You know, this shit is happening and it is going on. And then you got motherfuckers that's running around here. You know, you could be any color. But the thing is how can you be this color but you speak this language? You know what I'm saying? How? How did this happen? You know, you got people that look brown, could call black, but what they call niggas, but they speak Spanish or a different language, and that is their heritage and their culture. But how did this happen? How does this happen? And then them people come over here and you don't speak their language, so they say that you two are different. But you look the same. You look the same, but y'all speak different languages and have been raised in two different areas, but you look the same. And because you don't speak the language that they speak, and they have been brought up, trained to speak that language, and that is their heritage, they don't like you. They hate you because of the way that they done been raised. But you look like these motherfuckers over here that don't speak that language. How did that happen? How? But then these people be so brainwashed, they can't see through the matrix. You look nothing like these motherfuckers that really originally speak that language. And I'm gonna point them out. They got long hair. Your shit is nappy. They got a different color of skin than yours. Your demeanor is different from theirs. But now that's your family though now. That's your family, your culture, and your heritage. But how did this happen? Because you don't look nothing like them. And the only reason why you act like them is because you have been raised with them and by them. But you look nothing like them. But you look nothing like them. But you speak their language. But you look like us. But you look like us. But you hate us. You hate us because we don't speak their language. You feel like you better than us because you speak their language. But you don't look nothing like them. You don't look nothing like them. You look like us. How did this happen? And then you niggas will go out of y'all motherfucking way to prove that you are loyal to this culture and this heritage, but you look nothing like them. But you look nothing like them. And this is the reason why the book told us they look like us, but they are not of us. Why? Why does it tell us that? Because some were stolen out of this land, mated with, had children with, brought, tricked, and trained them up in that fucking heritage, and then brought you niggas back over here to hate your own people. Because you speak that language and you are under that heritage and that culture. But nigga, you look nothing like them. You look like us. Why? Why do you look like us? Because that DNA comes from where? That's the only way you can look like us, is if that's where the motherfucking DNA came from. Because you look nothing like them. Nothing. So how can you speak their language, look like us, but you down to ride or die for them all the way to the end? But you look nothing like them. You look like us. Right? So how did this happen? Do you think we willingly allowed that to happen? Do you think that's some shit that was supposed to happen? Do you think that this is the way it's supposed to be? But you can't see through the matrix. You can't see through the matrix. Because the God got your mind. The God got your mind. The traditions of a man got your mind. You know. And they got paperwork where you'll go and you'll fill out. You brown. You brown. What they would call black, but call nigga. You'll go fill out some paperwork and shit, and you'll put Spanish on there because that's what you speak. You speak Spanish. You was raised up over. But you don't look nothing like them. You look nothing like them. You look like us. You look like us. But how did that happen? How? You know. And it's a lot of you people running around speaking languages that are different from others, but you look nothing like those people that truly speak that language and are truly from that heritage and that so-called culture. You look nothing like them, but you speak that shit because you was raised up under that shit. But how did this happen? How? But you people hold on to that shit because you feel like this is who I was born and raised with. These is my people. But you look nothing like them. You look nothing like them. You look like us. And how the fuck did that happen? Now you figure that shit out why you think that you are better than somebody else. Because I can guarantee you, they treat you like they love you or whatever because you are the motherfucking secret service that they use to re-infiltrate over here to continue their process of destroying exactly where your ass came from. But your stupid ass don't know it because you speak their language and you was raised with them motherfuckers, but you don't look nothing like them. You look like us. And if you look like us, then how the fuck did that happen? Stupid ass nigga, wake the fuck up.